Hello and welcome to Physical Therapy, a movie podcast inspired by the world of physical media and beyond. My name is Kurt.
My name is Sam.
We're also joined by our producer, Kimberly. Hi, Kim.
Hi, boys.
Kim.
Hello to you.
On today's episode, we are talking the 1987 Joe Dante film Innerspace, which was recently released on 4K from Arrow Video.
Produced by everybody's great friend, Steven Spielberg. Their second collaboration working together after Gremlins.
That's right. But first, Sam, let's stroll on down to our favorite neighborhood corner for some recommendations. Anything you've watched, either in your personal physical media collection or out in the world of movies that you'd like to recommend?
Marty, thank you so much for asking me this question. Mainly so we can introduce the fact that we have finally got a Letterboxd account for this here podcast.
That's right. At PT Movie Pod on Letterboxd, you can find us where we're reviewing many of the titles we're watching at home.
If you are interested to see what we're watching throughout the week, catch us over there. So, Kurt, I watched my 4K copy of both Superman from 2025 and Tombstone from 1993.
Nice.
I think Superman's pretty dumb, but it works somehow. The James Gunn one.
I never saw it.
The 4K is beautiful.
I believe that for sure.
It's one of those discs that I think will go down in history as a reference disc.
Damn.
You know, the movie itself is whatever. It's totally whatever. But it was fun to watch, I guess, at night. And Tombstone still fucking rules. However, Marty, you and I have had a rare Sunday where we both saw a movie this afternoon. And I'm chiming in to say, I don't think you need to go see the new Evil Dead movie.
Whoa.
I gotta be honest, I haven't seen any of these newer iterations of Evil Dead, but I'm told that the first few are okay or really good.
People love that remake. It doesn't really do anything for me. I liked Evil Dead Rise, which is the next, I guess, in the series after the remake. And then this one, Evil Dead Burn, it's way too long. It was fine. I'd give it like a C.
The trailer for the last one scared me a lot. It looked way too intense. It's like a scary mom, right?
Mm-hmm. I have that Arrow 4K of it sitting in the shame pile that I think I'm going to watch in the next couple of weeks here.
Nice. Yeah, so Kimberly and I this morning had the opportunity to see The Odyssey.
Oh,
a Christopher Nolan film. It was a little like pre-screening that was set up by an associate of Kimberly's. And it was honestly like an incredible opportunity, like a pretty intimate crowd at City Walk IMAX here in LA. So we got to see The Odyssey about a week early, and, you know, I won't spoil anything, but I liked it, and I can't wait to own it on 4K and see it 20 more times.
Are you going to see it again in the theater, you think?
Absolutely, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we have like proper tickets with our friend group here in LA in like 2 weeks, which was the soonest I could get seats that I wanted at the IMAX, just with the high demand. So this was a real special surprise.
Nice.
Highly recommend that. And then I'll recommend one from my physical media collection that I had never seen that I know you've seen, Sam. I don't know the year, sometime in the 80s. A horror film put out on 4K from Scream Factory called Pumpkinhead. Directed by Stan Winston?
Yep. The only movie he ever directed, actually.
Tell the folks at home, Sam, a little bit about who Stan Winston is.
A titan in special effects makeup, usually in the horror genre, but he actually designed the first Iron Man costume for the first Iron Man movie before passing away. I think that was his last bit of movie work he did. This is a guy who, like Rob Bottin, basically pops up all of your favorite 80s special effects. He pretty much had a hand in.
Yeah, like The Thing, he did Aliens, he did Jurassic Park, he did Predator, Edward Scissorhands. This movie is about a man who's played by, what's my man's name?
Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, Lance Henriksen, who people absolutely know. He has a young son and lives in kind of the country, and these city kids show up with dirt bikes, and one of these kids accidentally kills Lance Henriksen's young son. Lance takes the boy's dead body to a witch in the woods to try to resurrect him. That's not possible, but the witch can raise a demon named Pumpkinhead to rise from the grave, which is like a giant monster who then terrorizes and murders these city kids one by one.
What'd you think?
Fucking great.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead rules.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool creature effects, obviously, Stan Winston. It's fun seeing Lance Henriksen as like a lead. I don't know that I've ever really seen him like in such a big role. He's like, supporting character in so many great things, but
including the incredible villain in Hard Target.
Hell yeah. You want me to recap the Odyssey, or should we just jump into announcements?
Are we going to Announcement Avenue or Confession Corner?
Ooh, Confession Corner. Oh shit!
Oh my
I do have some
God.
stuff to confess. Were you bad?
Kurt, I've lost my fucking mind again.
He's back, baby. He's back.
After we finished up shop last time, I did get on here and buy that One Battle After Another steelbook off eBay.
Mhm.
That has since arrived. Pretty excited about that. I also did an Orbit order for the Barbarian non-steelbook, just the UK edition. And on that order, I threw in Obsession and Mars Attacks. And then I did, sadly, an Amazon order, but I got a couple like mass movies that I had missed. So I picked up Avatar 3, Shutter Island, Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one.
Oh, dog, that transfer is supposed to be absolutely abysmal.
Really? The 4K?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the worst disc ever.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Read the Blu-ray.com review before you open it.
Oh, shit, dude, because the Blu-ray looked so good.
I know. It was like one of the earliest like Blu-rays I ever had, and it was just like, oh my God, this looks amazing. And it did, but it sounds like they screwed it up.
Christ. I should just throw it out the fucking window right now. And then I got that Scott Pilgrim Takes Off animated series that I believe I wished for early on, and I don't think I ever realized the Blu-ray came out. So hell yeah, I'm excited to give that a watch. It's like the entire returning cast, and it's like an animated retelling of the movie, but they add a bunch of stuff back in from the comics and change some stuff up. So I'm excited to give that a watch.
Very nice, Sam. I'm happy for you. You'll finally have movies again.
I'm fucking sad about that Pirates news, though, dog.
Yeah, I know. I've always wanted to get it, but then I go on, look at that review, and
That's such a fucking bummer. I quit the show.
let's see what I got here, Sam. I really like this process of just opening Orbit emails and reading you what's inside because it's like a surprise.
Truly a confessional. It's
Yeah.
very funny.
Here's one from 2 days ago. A pre-order of Charlie Wilson's War, which I'm really excited about, which is a Mike Nichols movie.
I never saw this.
Yeah, I don't remember it very well. I saw it in the theater. I think I saw it young whenever it came out, like too young to probably understand the plot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Tom Hanks, Julia Roberts, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Sign me right up for that, revisiting that. A 4K pre-order of Practical Magic,
Okay.
just in time for Halloween.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Do you know who directed that movie?
No.
Griffin Dunn.
Really?
Yeah. How about that?
That's wild.
Star of After Hours, many other great things.
The best part of Caught Stealing, in my opinion.
And Sam, not a pre-order, a little movie called The Score.
Oh, shit. You ended up getting it?
Directed by Frank Oz, okay,
Mhm.
who people will know as the voice of Yoda and some Muppets. Was he a Muppet or two?
I think so. I think wasn't he a puppeteer himself?
I believe that's true. He also directed the greatest movie of all time, What About Bob?
Oh, which we're still waiting on.
The most missing 4K or Blu-ray of any movie. And this movie stars Edward Norton, Robert De Niro, and Marlon Brando.
I saw this in theaters.
You've seen it? I don't think I've seen it.
I saw it in theaters when it came out. I can't tell you a goddamn thing about it.
I'm not sure it was very well liked, but
I think it's bad.
how could it not be great?
What do you think's better, this or Entrapment?
Probably Entrapment. But I've been on a real Ed Norton kick lately after Fight Club, our last episode. Kim and I watched Death to Smoochie, which is just an incredible movie. If people have never seen Death to Smoochie, it's directed by Danny DeVito and stars Edward Norton and Robin Williams. And it's basically like an R-rated movie that takes place in the world of the production of a TV show like Barney. So it's like set in the world of Barney, but has guns and gangsters and, kind of a behind the scenes, like dark take on show business. It's very fun. Also, we saw The Invite, which I loved. Olivia Wilde's new movie.
I'm seeing that tomorrow.
Yeah, cool. He's fantastic in that as well. So I was like, what else is Edward Norton in? Oh, yeah, The Score, baby.
Dude, what do you know about Pride and Glory?
Oh, shit.
That Gavin O'Connor movie that he made?
Who's Gavin O'Connor?
He did Warrior with
Okay, yeah.
Joel Egerton.
Dude, what's up with Pride and Glory?
It sucks, dude. I watched it on the flight to Italy. It's so fucking bad.
Wow.
Anyway, it's also like 3.5 hours too fucking long.
Should we see what's been announced since last we spoke, Sam?
Yeah. Cruise on down the avenue, baby.
Is it just me or has it been kind of quiet out there?
It has been quiet. However, well, actually, I got 2 questions for you. What's up with Planet of the Vampires?
Oh, yeah, that sounds really cool.
It sounds awesome.
Is it Mario Bava?
Uh-huh.
I've seen a lot of clips from it.
Have you?
Oh, really?
For work, yeah, and it's really cool.
Hell
and
yeah.
I would like to watch the whole thing. So that's exciting. Didn't know that. I'm in.
That's Radiance.
Yep.
Is this going to be my first Radiance?
Really? You don't have any?
I don't have any.
Oh, my buddy Travis just said it's his favorite label.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How big are the boxes?
Some are bigger than others. So like Cutter's Way is the biggest one of theirs that I have. But then I have a couple like Yakuza Graveyard that are like a Criterion size.
I just opened my Orbit cart and currently in it is Planet of the Vampires and Tequila Sunrise. So I'll just wait for a third.
You might want to do yourself a favor. Also, in that Radiance announcement coming from Transmission, which is a sub-label of Radiance, is a Spanish movie called Who Can Kill a Child?
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about this movie.
Dog, this movie is fucking awesome.
Really?
It's so good.
What a title.
I heard about this movie from an interview with Edgar Wright. He was like naming some of his favorite horror movies that are a little bit lesser known. And he was like, oh yeah, there's this crazy Spanish movie called Who Can Kill a Child? And I was like, say no more. That sounds insane. And I have a Mondo Macabro Blu-ray of it that I watched at one point and it blew me away.
Wow. The tagline is, suddenly they were the only adults left alive on the island.
Yeah, it's like this married couple who are arguing, go to this island off of Spain, and they get there and it's like completely empty other than these fucked up kids.
Damn. Well, there's my number 3, free shipping. Here
There you go, baby. There you go, baby.
The sickness prevails.
Warner Archive is doing a 4K of Out of the Past, the Robert Mitchum, Kirk Douglas, Gene Greer film. You ever seen this?
No, but also, is this Warner Archive's first 4K?
I don't think so.
Okay.
They don't do them very often. They don't do them enough, in my opinion. But this is just like a great film noir from 1947.
I love that one. Mitchum is a very beautiful man.
He really is beautiful.
And Jane Greer is
he?
just a babe.
Robert Mitchum, I find like so handsome.
He's got kind of a pudgy face.
Yeah, but there's something about
Yeah,
him.
but there's something like strangely masculine and I don't know. He's got sex appeal, baby.
All right, keep it in your pants over there, Kim.
They also announced another 4K called Auntie Mame.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Whoa.
This is your favorite?
Buy it. I will buy that movie. I've been wanting to show this movie to you for years.
Wow, Kim's buying a movie. Careful, Kim, once you start.
Auntie Mame is like, just a perfect film. Rosalind Russell is like, oh my God. If no one has seen that, it is the best fucking movie ever. I
Jesus.
simply adore that movie. It's so funny.
They also announced The Bad Seed, which is a like super fucking corny, cheesy 50s horror movie that some old man at one point when I was in New York told me to watch when I was young. And so I rented it off Netflix.
Who's this old man in New
What?
York?
Some guy just came up to you and was like, kid, on this, like on Fifth Avenue, just grabbed you.
Is that like a party, like a family party? And this guy came up to me and he's like, I heard you like movies. If you've never seen The Bad Seed, you got to watch it. It'll scare the pants off you.
Wow.
And I watched it with Mo and Mark when I got back to Chicago. And we all were like, what the fuck is this?
I want to see it.
It might rule. I can tell you that they bought me the book like 2 Christmases later, and the book fucking rules.
Wait, that guy bought you the book?
No, my mom and Mark.
Send this to that kid.
Is this like a prophet? Like, where did this
And then he
man
like
come
disappeared and I never saw him again in my life.
from? He was just there to advertise the bad seed.
He probably made it.
Vinegar Syndrome Sam announced Abel Ferrara's version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers called Body Snatchers.
Yeah, I'll skip it.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, I'm like, I think it's utterly fine. You know, it's a toss-up. What's worse, the 90s version, the Ferrara one, or the Daniel Craig Nicole Kidman? But I've seen it on 35 millimeter in theaters. I don't really care for this movie.
Well, good to know. Have you seen I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka?
I've never seen it, and I'm kind of tempted to pick it up because I know it's supposed to be pretty funny. This is a Vinegar Syndrome release that they announced during their summer sale, halfway to Black Friday sale.
This is the directorial debut of Keenan Ivory Wayans, who would go on to make Scary Movie, and is like a blaxploitation parody, right?
Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of like a parody of macho action movies and maybe like soldiers coming home from Vietnam.
This is one of their ultra packages too, which is cool.
So it'll be nice and big and take up a bunch of shelf space. God, I couldn't say that for fucking shit, huh?
Shelf space.
Dude, Marty, you ever read the Batman Nightfall comics?
No. Is there a
That's like-
animated movie coming out?
Yeah, that's the comic where Bane breaks his back.
Oh.
And it sounds like... You know what's so funny is I was quoting him earlier today. It would be extremely painful.
There'll probably be some Criterion announcements before we upload this, actually, in the next couple days. But they're not out yet.
It does sound like Kino Lorber is going to be dropping The Hurricane with Denzel Washington, which, now that I'm saying this out loud, I thought it was Ali, the Michael Mann movie.
Oh, Ali'd be nice.
Shall we dive into the human body or to the bunny body?
Let's do it. Innerspace. Sam, had you seen this before?
Yeah, man. Mo used to show this movie, like rent this movie for us when we were kids.
Incredible.
I grew up with this movie, but I haven't seen it in probably, honestly, close to 30 years.
So this is from 1987. It stars Dennis Quaid as a military test pilot who, when we meet him, has a drinking problem and is either like quitting the military or being thrown out.
He's got an ego problem, too.
Yeah. And he's dating sort of a woman played by Meg Ryan.
A reporter.
Yeah, local news reporter.
Yeah.
Fun fact, they met on this set and would go on to be married.
And divorced.
And be the father and mother of Jack Quaid. They basically have like a one-night stand. She's over at his house.
They don't have a one-night stand.
No, they've been in a relationship for a while. She's just, not going well.
They break up right at the beginning of the movie.
Mainly because Dennis Quaid is like a perpetuant child. His ego won't get out of the way. His drinking won't get out of the way. He is not fun to be around.
2 months later, Dennis Quaid is part of a, what are we calling this? Like a scientific expedition?
Yeah, he gets approached by kind of a private sector of the military / government who are experimenting on miniaturization. And he has agreed to pilot a ship for this sector.
He gets in this ship, it's shrunk down, and they're going to send him in his mini tiny ship, which is the size of like a grain of sand, into the body of a rabbit. So they start by shrinking him and putting him into a syringe.
Yep.
Right before the injection is going to go down, a group of criminals who are they're like working for a like a competitive company, right? That's like trying to do the same thing or do it first, do it better.
Basically a billionaire who wants to sell this technology off to the highest bidder to make more money. He doesn't care what they're going to do with it, although all signs point to some type of like miniature warfare.
Yeah. So his goons...
Which is really funny to think about.
It's like utterly hilarious.
So his goons break into this laboratory right as they're about to inject this rabbit. They poison, spray, like comatose or kill. We're not really sure. Like the entire science staff.
The second this smoke gets on any of the people, they just drop like a bag of bricks, dude.
The scientist in charge of the experiment manages to escape with the syringe. Inside of this syringe is this tiny, tiny ship with tiny Dennis Quaid inside.
But Dennis Quaid does not know what is going on at this point.
He has no idea.
He is like completely lost. There's some great camera work where it keeps cutting back to Dennis Quaid in the ship. And he's just like shaking because he's in a syringe in a guy's pocket as he runs away from an android man?
Yeah, like one of the bad guys, like the main bad guys is like part robot. He's got like his hand comes off and becomes a pistol.
Also his this is some Joe Dante shit right here. His license plate is Snap-on.
Yeah. Joe Dante directed this movie. Joe Dante did Gremlins, as we said. He also went on to make my favorite movie of all time, Small Soldiers. And what else, Sam?
The Howling.
He's done Matinee, one of my favorite
Matinee,
movies.
we've talked about on the show.
Oh, he did The Burbs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, The Burbs.
The Burbs, Gremlins, Piranha.
Really fun director. Just great effects always and a real good sense of humor mixed with action. And this scientist who is actually the DP of Gremlins.
Yeah.
What? That's fun.
He was Joe Dante's long-term DP who he convinced to try out for this role, and Spielberg was like not sold on it. And then they saw a screen test and they went, we got to put him in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dante has a really fun comment about what kind of character he was looking for, and he was like, it should be like, I don't know this guy's name, but it should be like this guy, the kind of guy where if he's holding a cup of coffee and you ask him what time it is, he turns his coffee cup over to look at his wrist and spills it all over himself, which is such a great character description. But he's on the run. They chase him into a mall. This like Terminator guy chases him into the mall. They're running through the crowds. The Terminator guy uses his pistol hand.
Well, it's even creepier than that because he points at him. He points at him from across the mall. And then there's this cool like effect and cut in the movie. And the doctor has shot at this point. And then the Terminator guy's like finger is now half the size of that it was and smoking.
This like little kid in like an army tank top looks up at him, right?
Yeah.
Young Sam. So this doctor's shot in the back. He gets into an elevator, goes upstairs to the second floor of the mall.
As the elevator opens, he kind of falls out of it and bumps into the first person trying to get on the elevator, who is none other than Martin Short.
Who we have met in one or two other scenes already in the movie where he is established in a doctor's office as like a super hypochondriac. Just like kind of a wimp who works at
Safeway,
yeah. As a cashier. And this doctor stabs him in the ass with a syringe and then drops dead.
It's so crazy. The fact that no one like not even Martin Short, who's a hypochondriac, questions this syringe going into his ass.
He kind of like rubs the side of his butt.
He's like,
oh. It's been pinched.
It's so crazy.
If someone dying of a gunshot wound stabbed me with a mysterious syringe in a mall,
it's so scary.
I would fucking lose it.
Yeah.
Well, the craziest thing is the reaction to the dead body is like nothing from all of the mall goers.
So thus begins the ride of Innerspace.
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid is now inside of Martin Short in a tiny little ship and has only a certain amount of like provisions and oxygen, only a matter of days before they have to figure out how to get him out or he will die. And they're also being chased by this group of terrorists who like need something from his ship in order to, complete their plan.
So one of the reasons this movie works so well in my head is because Martin Short is like this incredible physical actor. He just sells the movie. I mean, he sells so much of the silly physicality of the whole performance, and that he is this kind of utter dweeb. So his scenes of him like losing it at Safeway, around his boss, all this shit is so perfect. And then you have on top, he is constantly communicating with himself because Dennis Quaid can hear him. They establish this connection. Dennis Quaid like flies his ship to his inner ear and they can start communicating that way.
He shoots something into the back of his eyeball so he can like see.
Oh my God. That part's crazy.
But they use ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, which is like behind Star Wars and Jurassic Park and millions of other like state-of-the-art special effect movies to produce all of these interior body sequences. So it's all these shots of Dennis Quaid's tiny little ship riding around like with blood vessels and fat cells and, the inner ear stuff, back of eyeballs, inside his like stomach acid. Like it's really nasty practical.
It's very Fantastic Voyage coded.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this movie is very much inspired by that. I think they acknowledge that it's basically just kind of a ripoff. And also just to speak to the physical comedy, like Joe Dante says that it was pitched to him. It was pitched to him many times, this movie, and he kept turning it down.
I saw that.
And then eventually they kind of rewrote it to be a comedy, and he describes it as what would happen if Dean Martin was shrunk down and put inside Jerry Lewis.
Oh, wow.
And that was when he was like, great, I'm in. Up to that point, he thought it was kind of stupid. And it's, just constantly kind of cross-cutting between like the interior body and the exterior with Martin Short, Dennis Quaid inside communicating with him. And they have really good chemistry. They were oftentimes in the same room together.
When shooting?
Yeah, like using earwigs and stuff to communicate with each other. So they weren't just, reading lines and waiting for whoever to fill it in. They were actually acting together. And that goes a long way.
Yes. The chemistry between them is great. It sells the entire movie. I mean, it's one of those things where because of the kind of silliness and the high concept comedy of it all, if those two performances don't work, the movie just falls apart.
And the special effects. It's like so much of it is spent inside that stuff's got to be so good, and it really is. They obviously, it's good. They won Best Visual Effects at the Oscars for this movie, which is pretty fun.
Wait, so what did you hadn't seen this movie?
I had never seen this.
And what did you think ultimately?
I mean, it's very, it's like 2 hours long, and the plot just kind of keeps going and building on itself. I found it to be slightly silly and slightly long by the end of it. There's like a sequence in this movie where Martin Short, spoiler alert for Innerspace, there's kind of a love triangle happening, like where Martin Short is like teaming up with Meg Ryan, but like Dennis Quaid is communicating with Meg Ryan through Martin Short's, body. And there's a part where Martin Short and Meg Ryan kiss, and then you and Dennis Quaid,
so crazy.
You, the audience, and Dennis Quaid then realize that he is now inside of Meg Ryan through the transfer of saliva between Martin Short and Meg Ryan kiss, and he finds this out by discovering
the 2001 baby
fetus.
Just baby Jack Quaid, we think.
Baby Jack Quaid.
Truly. I thought that exact same thing.
And he didn't know she was pregnant because they broke up 2 months ago.
He's like, oh, it's like floating around in her tummy. Like, how did he get down there so fast?
Who cares? It's perfect. The writing is perfect. The movie is perfect.
Crazy. It's so wild.
There's a part where the Terminator-like man is playing servant to this evil female doctor, and you see him like switch out something on his hand, and then there's a vibrating noise, and the camera kind of pushes towards the floor, and you hear her moan, and it fades out.
Wow.
Insane. PG movie, by the way.
Wow.
It's a great PG movie, I have to say.
It's great.
In the climax of this movie, the Terminator man gets into a different little ship and like goes inside Martin Short to fight Dennis Quaid's ship.
It's really funny to think of like the size of it all, like just little teeny things.
There's a couple people who get like shrunk down to not
oh my god, that scared the shit out of me.
They're like half of how tall they normally are. And they do all these great camera tricks where it's forced perspective, and so they like build this massive car to put them in the back seats, and they do look like these tiny children, and it's
terrifying,
incredible.
They're like, they're sitting in a giant car set where they're just using different shots of them like climbing on Martin Short's lap while he's driving, so it's like life-size people obviously like climbing on these massive legs in this massive front seat of a car. It's so funny.
I have a question about this part of the movie. So all the bad guys get like sealed into the miniaturization chamber, if you will. And then only 2 of them come out half size. Where's the other guys?
Isn't everybody half size?
Yeah, but where are they in the world?
They're running around right now.
They're running around, yeah.
Look underneath your chair, Kim.
I'm terrified of them. They're so scary. They're like little dolls.
They're tickling toes while you sleep.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're weird. It's a weird fucking movie.
It's so
it like
weird.
Goes off into like Joe Dante land, which is really crazy.
There's a great, awesome stunt though, where Martin Short's character is in the back of a truck and he runs like a massive semi, and he runs the length of it and pushes the doors open to jump onto a car and kind of gets like trapped on one of the doors. And then there's this car chase where a convertible is trying to get close to this truck. It's just one of those awesome feats of non-CGI filmmaking that, in my opinion, still looked incredible.
It's like hanging on the door of a box truck, and the door keeps swinging into the lane of oncoming traffic, and like just in time will swing back toward the truck to get out of the way of things coming at him. And then he ends up standing on top of the convertible's windshield
that Meg Ryan's driving.
Yeah.
Did you see the same where they talk about it, where they have, it's Martin Short standing on this car as it's driving, and he's standing on the very like razor edge top of this windshield. But I guess they had like support rods coming straight off of the top of the windshield that ran up his pant legs so he could balance.
Wow.
Yeah.
In that chase, there's this incredible part where a motorcycle's coming at them, and the motorcycle drives under Martin Short's legs when one is on the windshield and one is on the truck. And it's just like, man, the insurance on that on this movie must have been nuts.
That's why Spielberg was behind it.
Yeah. But this was a big failure for them comparatively to Gremlins, which had been Warner Brothers' highest grossing movie of all time.
Gremlins was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they were like, we're getting the band back together. You can do whatever you want. And they make this movie. And I don't think they advertised it very well. And it just didn't really do anything for them.
Yeah. Joe Dante was like talking some serious shit on the advertising campaign on this Blu-ray. The poster is weird. Like it's the theatrical one is like a close-up of like fingers holding the tiny ship and the tiny Dennis Quaid. And it's like kind of confusing.
The perspective is very strange and not good.
I always assume that the theatrical poster is the front of this Arrow Blu-ray. Is that not true?
I don't think it is.
It looks so old school.
Yeah. I do think that this poster was probably created around the time of the film's release, but I do think that a majority of the theatrical posters are the one that you're talking about with the fingers.
Mm-hmm. So its box office return in the theater was pretty disappointing, but they talk about how it came out, it was like one of the first letterboxed VHSs and was like a big smash success on home video, and ultimately like made its money back and then some that way, and has become kind of a cult classic,
Yeah. Do you know who Joe Dante originally wrote this movie for? The two leads?
No.
Like once he agreed to do it and he took on the script and started to doctor some of it up, he wrote it two actors in mind, and those two actors are Arnold Schwarzenegger and Michael J. Fox.
Whoa.
And Arnold at the time wanted to do more like straight comedies. So he left the project. And then when he dropped out, Michael J. Fox got less interested. And it went over to Dennis Quaid and Martin Short.
I'm looking that up. It says that it would have been Michael J. Fox inside of Schwarzenegger.
Oh my God, seriously?
Whoa,
I mean, that,
really?
that makes sense. You wouldn't put Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
You're going to use his body.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it's also a different movie that way.
It's a vastly different movie. But I feel like if you're going to do it that way, then Schwarzenegger gets like way more of the comedic parts.
Yeah.
Damn, if only.
What's your favorite Joe Dante movie?
The Howling.
Where's that on 4K? Is it out?
I think there's a Shout version of it.
You're correct. I don't think I agree with you. I think I rented this 4K actually from Videotech.
And you don't like it?
I don't dislike it, but I don't like it as much as Small Soldiers.
I mean, I love Small Soldiers, don't get me wrong.
It's pretty weird we never did Small Soldiers on this show. Why didn't we do that when it came out? Is it too late?
It's come up literally every single episode. I think we should probably just do it.
To always talk about it.
What's up with The Burbs? I bought that 4K, but I've never seen it.
I don't necessarily love that one.
Interesting.
I'd like to rewatch it.
It's like really weird, right? And kind of dark.
Tom Hanks is pretty unlikable in it, which is interesting.
I have an issue sometimes with movies that are clearly being shot on the Warner Brothers backlot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have a really hard time sometimes getting into movies like that. And that is like the most egregious example where I'm just like, this feels fake. The city streets feel fake.
I don't mind that. I like that.
That's honestly why I have a big issue with like older Westerns.
I don't mind it at a certain point going back in time.
See, that's weird to me. If
If it's a black and white movie or whatever, like, great.
It is really interesting how young Martin Short is. This is like right off of Three Amigos. That was 1986. And also Meg Ryan, this is right after Top Gun. So she's like, hasn't even done When Harry Met Sally yet. So it's like they are like at their start of their blow up.
It does feel like both of them are about to blow up.
And they're so good. Dennis Quaid, to me, I'm not a big fan of him. He doesn't really do much for me, but he was fine in this, I guess. But
I agree with you. He's not great. However, what's up with frailty? No, sorry. What's up with frequency?
what is that? I don't even know what that is.
Him and Jim Caviezel. They're like father and son. Dennis Quaid dies when Jim Caviezel is young. And then like 20 years later, Jim Caviezel's living at the house he grew up in and pulls out this old like CB radio that somehow...
He can talk to his dad.
Yeah, has a signal that goes back in time, and he talks to Dennis Quaid.
It might be a ham radio. My dad loved that movie.
Your dad was...
And like, I can't go there. I don't think I can ever watch that movie again. I saw it as a kid. I think it's going to like break my heart.
Oh, God.
But yeah, he loved Frequency.
Anyway, back to Meg Ryan and Martin Short.
They're both great in this movie. I mean, there's this crazy character named the Cowboy who we meet halfway through this movie.
There's so many characters in this movie. That's kind of what threw me.
It's too long.
Sort of my...
It's just too long.
It's too
much.
much.
If this was 90 minutes, I'd be all about it.
It needed some tightening.
I don't disagree. It could be tighter, but it didn't really bother me. Dude, however, the guy who plays the cowboy is in almost every Joe Dante movie ever made. And I swear... the minute he got on the screen, I had a fucking meltdown and I had to pause it. And I did like 45 minutes of internet research because I swear that he is the guy in Roadhouse who stands up right as a bar fight is about to start. And he goes, "If you paid to play, play," and then throws a beer at the blind guitar player.
I think that's him.
It's not. I fucking
Wow.
confirmed it.
45-minute rabbit hole.
I was ready to start this recording and just be like, you guys fucking know who the cowboy is?
Oh, I'm sorry for you.
It's not
that
him.
wasn't.
Oh, he is in Small Soldiers.
He is, and he's the creepy voice on the phone who is like the first werewolf transformation in The Howling.
Cool. He also plays the rabbi in Hail Caesar. I saw him and I was like, this guy's in a Cohen something, but that's definitely what it is.
That's incredible. Are you going to keep this disc or are you going to think about selling it?
Sam, I'm sitting over here with a swordfish disc with a Malco protector around it. You think I'm selling Innerspace?
God. I think I burnt my copy of Swordfish. Like threw it into a house fire I wandered past.
Great looking 4K, great looking package. My God,
Yeah.
Arrow is the best, our favorite.
Another big box from them. Really awesome. Fold out poster, great special features.
Still available?
Yes.
I forget if we talked about this on the mic, Sam, but I did want to ask you about Explorers, which is Joe Dante's film
Right before this,
before
I think.
Gremlins, right?
Oh, you're right. Yes.
And there is a big old fancy box set of that from Vinegar Syndrome recently. Do you have any relationships to that one?
I don't, but honestly, after my mass enjoyment of this, I really want to pick it up now.
According to Joe Dante, that was a real disaster.
Of a movie?
Yeah, at least in the way it was received. But
Did you end up picking that release up?
no, and I haven't seen that either, but I'm curious. It's a very young Ethan Hawke in his first film, and then River Phoenix as well.
Yeah. I kind of find it hard to believe that there's not something charming in it.
They showed some clips of it on this Blu-ray, and I was like, I don't know.
Ooh, okay, really?
Yeah, but if you're a fan, let me know out there, listeners. Kimberly, any final words on Innerspace?
I have a perpetual fear of the human body.
That's true.
So it was very hard for me to watch the special effects.
You're not a big fan of your own blood.
No, I was squealing and squirming, and so that was a lot. But I mean, I've seen Fantastic Voyage a few times as a kid. It really reminded me of that, and also the grossness I felt with watching that.
Dude, when he first gets injected into Martin Short's butt and you see the perspective from Dennis Quaid's ship and it's all those like fat cells, which are just giant balls like floating up.
Mm-hmm.
That part's awesome.
Looks so good.
It's so cool. Yeah, great looking 4K, as Kurt said earlier. Just Arrow every fucking time, dude. It's way better than fucking Spawn, I'll tell you that much.
You know what I think they mentioned in the commentary track of this, Sam and Kim? Joe Dante was attached at one point to direct The Phantom.
No
Damn.
way.
Billy Zane,
Dude.
Kino
Billy
4K.
Zane.
Do you have that, Sam?
No, not yet. But don't threaten me with a good time.
I cannot wait to rewatch that one. I haven't seen it.
Who directed The Phantom?
A great question.
Director of The Phantom is Simon Windsor.
He did Free Willy.
You're damn right he did Free Willy.
Oh, shit.
He also did Operation Dumbo Drop.
Oh, shit. Danny Glover?
Quigley Down Under.
Holy fuck, I have a 4K of that at my
Oh my
house
God,
right
Sam's
now.
the biggest fan of
Dude,
Simon
what's up
Windsor.
with Quigley Down Under?
I fucking wish I knew, dude.
He's a big Selleck guy, dude. He's a Selleck guy. Is Tom
Oh.
Selleck in
The Phantom? Oh, I have no idea. Our lovely friend Shannon, who designed our new logo, convinced me to buy Quigley Down Under on 4K.
Oh shit. Shannon knows what's up.
Who's put that out? Shout Factory?
Yep, it's a Shout Select.
Damn, dude. Is there a
No
slip on there?
No. But I can't tell if it never had one or if I just don't have
You
one.
better go to eBay.
Oh my God.
Trade in one copy of Quigley for another.
Sam, have you ever gone to eBay to rebuy a movie with a slip for one that you don't have it for?
I am considering it for the great outdoors right now because Kino won't fucking email me back.
Wow.
I'm a little pissy with Kino right now.
Oh shit.
Kino, we love you. Email Sam.
Please do. Marty, before we get to wishes, I created a project for myself and I want to know if you want in on it at all.
Hit me.
I'm doing a sword and sandals August. So I'm like combing through my shame pile and watching all sword and sandal adjacent or like historical silliness movies I can.
Wasn't this my idea for the Odyssey?
Well, you are like specifically choosing ones that you think inspired the Odyssey. I am picking any movie that has a sword in it
Or a sandal?
or a sandal.
How many movies do you think you have that have sandals but not swords?
I don't know. I got like 12 movies in a pile right now that I pulled out of the shame pile that are all sword and sandal adjacent. And then I got a shipping notification the other day that just said, your MVD order is on its way. The Fire and Ice 4K, which I've talked about on this show, can't wait. And Arrow's version of Red Sonja, which I've also never seen, but both fall into the genre.
I have that.
You do.
I'm into it because I do have a few that I mentioned
Yeah.
last time and Red Sonja. Does Hail Caesar count?
Sure. There's a sword in that.
There's some sandals.
What about The Fall? I've been wanting to watch that again.
No, that's more like 20s Hollywood, but there are swords and sandals in it.
There's definitely swords and sandals in that.
I'd say more like pistols and bow and arrows and sandals.
The
Oh my
Fall,
God.
the Tarsum Singh one.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do like a general sword and sandal episode and we could talk about a couple different titles.
Maybe.
Okay, before we go, it's time to put wishes out into the physical media universe for titles on formats that do not yet exist.
I wish for 1999's Entrapment, starring Catherine Zeta-Jones and Sean Connery.
I wish for 1986's Something Wild, directed by Jonathan Demme from the Criterion Collection on 4K. Didn't Bobby wish for entrapment like the first time he was ever on the show?
Yeah. He really
Awesome.
did. I'll never forget her like crawling through the
Yeah, that booty
wires
shot.
with that.
Neither will
that
we,
butt.
Kimberly. Neither will we.
Yeah. Yeah, give me this movie. I also think it's terrible.
It's so bad.
This sounds like an Arrow or Kino no-brainer, but another movie I saw in theaters because I was obsessed with James Bond when I was a kid. So any Sean Connery movie that came out, I had to go see. And I don't remember a goddamn thing about it other than the butt shot.
From the director of The Core,
Ooh.
also the director of Copycat. What do you know about Copycat, dude?
I don't know shit about Copycat.
A criminal psychologist who turned agoraphobic after a murder attempt agrees to help two San Francisco detectives hunt for a copycat serial killer who intends on making her his next victim. Starring Sigourney Weaver, Holly Hunter, and in the villain role, Harry Connick Jr.
Wow.
This movie scared the shit out of me as a kid. My parents rented it one time, and like the opening scene, I was too young to watch, and it freaked me out. But Kino, let's go.
Copycat Entrapment 2-pack, baby.
I wish for Something Wild, which is a wonderful kind of screwball comedy action movie, thriller, starring Jeff Daniels, Melanie Griffith, and Ray Liotta in a really early role,
Okay.
directed by Jonathan Demme. This is a fantastic Criterion Blu-ray that I would love to see upgraded. It's like so colorful, so, filmic. It'd be amazing.
This didn't just get announced?
No.
I think a theater in Portland is showing it, actually.
Is it a restoration?
I don't know.
Okay. You a big Jonathan Demme fan, Sam?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of his movies and I like him. There are times that I kind of forget it's him. You know what I mean? Like, did he do Rachel Getting Married? Is that one of his last movies?
Yes. Yeah. Damn. Where's that Criterion?
Yeah.
I take my wish back. That's what I want.
Fair enough. I mean, that's another great fucking movie.
Copycat and Rachel Getting Married. Let's go. Okay, that is it for another episode. A big thank you to Patrick Laban for our incredible music, to Shannon Horseman for our wonderful artwork, to Kimberly for producing.
If you are enjoying this show, please give us a like and subscribe. Also, as we mentioned earlier, find us on Letterboxd at PT Movie Pod. It's the same handle on Instagram. Give us a thought, give us a feeling, leave a review if you've got the time.
Tell us if you like Innerspace.
Yeah, please reach out. We'd love to hear from you.
We will see you in 2 weeks.